prime numbers. Most of you, I'm sure, remember that 6 is not prime because it's 2 times 3. 7 is prime because it's 1 times 7, but we can't break it down into any smaller chunks, or as we call them, factors. Now, a few things you might like to know about prime numbers. 1 is not prime. The proof of that is a great party trick that admittedly only works at certain parties. Another thing about primes, there is no final biggest prime number. They keep going on forever. We know there are an infinite number of primes due to the brilliant mathematician Euclid. Over thousands of years ago, he proved that for us. But the third thing about prime numbers, mathematicians have always wondered, well, at any given moment in time, what is the biggest prime that we know of, Ted? The age of the computer goes along and things explode. These are the largest prime numbers we knew, decade by decade, each one dwarfing the one before as computers took over and our power to calculate just grew and grew. This is the largest prime number we knew in 1996, a very emotional year for me. It was the year I left university. I was torn between mathematics and media. It was a tough decision. I loved university. My arts degree was the best 9.5 years of my life. But I came to a realization about my own ability. Put simply, in a room full of randomly selected people, I'm a maths genius. In a room full of maths PhDs, I'm as dumb as a box of hammers. My skill is not in the mathematics, it is in telling the story of the mathematics. And during that time since I've left university, these numbers have got bigger and bigger, each one dwarfing the last, until along came this man, Dr. Curtis Cooper, who a few years ago held the record for the largest ever prime, only to see it snatched away by a rival university. And then Curtis Cooper got it back. Not years ago, not months ago, days ago. In an amazing moment of serendipity, I had to send Ted a news slide to show you what this guy had done. I still remember when it happened. I was doing my breakfast radio show, looked down on Twitter, there was a tweet, "Adam, have you seen the new largest prime number?" I shivered. Contacted the women who produced my radio show out in the other room and said, "Girls, hold the front page. We're not talking politics today. We're not talking sport today. They've found another mega prime." The girls just shook their heads, put it in their hands, and let me go my own way. It's because of Curtis Cooper that we know, currently the largest prime number we know, is 2 to the power of 57,885,161. Don't forget to subtract the 1. This number is almost 17.5 million digits long. If you typed it out on a computer and saved it as a text file, that's 22 meg. For the slightly less geeky of you, think about the Harry Potter novels, okay? This is the first Harry Potter novel. This is all 7 Harry Potter novels, because she did tend to faff on a bit near the end. Written out as a book, this number would run the length of the Harry Potter novels and half again. Here's a slide of the first 1,000 digits of this prime. If when Ted had began at 11 o'clock on Tuesday, we'd walked out and simply hit 1 slide every second, it would have taken 5 hours to show you that number. I was keen to do it, could not convince Bono. That's the way it goes. This number is 17.5